We are in fight week for this big fight between TSZYU and Tony Harrison. And before they fight on main event this Sunday, they're going to have a conversation with me and with each other here today. Tim, Tony, welcome. We are in fight week. This fight has been building for a while. Now that we're so close, how are you feeling, Tony?
I feel amazing. I feel amazing. It's no better place for me to be than right here, right now. You know what I mean? So I think the meeting with Tim is probably well overdue. You know, the fight, I got offered the first time, fell through for some odd reason, and I'm active. I always wanted to be active. I always wanted to fight the best, and just so happened I got the opportunity to come to Australia, and I'm here and I love it.
Why are we here, Tim? Why are you fighting against Tony Harrison when you don't need to be? You could wait and fight Charlo for all the belts at some stage. Why's Tony here?
No, I think this is the biggest fight that can be made after the Charlo fight. You know, so he's the next best in line. He's the one that beat Charlo. So fighting someone like that's where puts your name up there at the very top, at the 1%.
Sounds
like you're quite grateful to be here. I know you tried to hug
Sure.
Tim the other day. No hugs here today?
No. I got here. I did my thing, but it's nothing but love, man. Like from one competitor to the next. Like I do nothing but salute that man. Like I'm telling him, I get that man his flowers. Not only for being an ultimate competitor, man, but just for taking a fight that was like somehow stupidly that he did not have to take. You know what I mean? So he get the flowers, man, from a competitor to another.
You know, he's not really meaning that. He thinks that this is stupid that you're doing this. He thinks he's going to beat you and he's grateful for the opportunity of it. Do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah, for sure. He wouldn't be taking this fight if he thought that he wasn't going to beat me.
Bingo.
It's quite simple.
Bingo.
And for myself, I wouldn't take this fight if I knew that I was going to lose.
Bingo.
You know, this is what boxing is all about. You gotta have that self-confidence in yourself and may the best man win. It's quite simple.
What do you want to say to Tim about giving you the opportunity in this fight?
Well, I don't think he gave me the opportunity. I just thought that the opportunity presented itself. You know what I mean? And like I said, like he said, Charlo wasn't up. You know, I didn't even think he was going with the next best man up, and which was myself. You know, somehow, the opponent that he probably had in mind somehow fell through. I'm just grateful, man. I don't know how that stuff played out. I don't know why it played out the way it played out. But the moment I seen Charlo break his hand or hurt his hand, I immediately got on Twitter and I said I'll step in for it. You know what I mean? And I tried to add him. I couldn't find him because I would have added him, but I couldn't find him. But
I'm that hard to find me.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of hard for me to spell your name, man. So you know what I mean? Like, just trying to find the name. So I was just trying to, but I wrote it in there. I'm like, tell Tim I'll step in. He don't gotta wait. You know what I mean? Tell him I'll step in. I'm the right man for the job.
But you didn't think that it would happen.
I honestly never thought it would happen. But I'm just, I flicked the quarter down the wheel. Doop, it dropped to the bottom. I said, God, if you hear me talking, Tim is my man. Make a way to make it happen. Got a call 3 weeks later.
What does that make you feel hearing him talk like that? What do you think that is?
Yeah, I think it's I don't know. Like I guess he's grateful. It's quite simple, boxing presents many different challenges and opportunities, and you never know what's going to happen. For myself, I was fighting for my first world title for the undisputed. Not many fighters ever get that opportunity, ever. I was luckily in line with the mandatory position, and Charlo was the guy that had all the belts. Otherwise, it would have been Castano. So, things fall apart, but other opportunities come along, and he's got this opportunity. But for myself, this is a bigger opportunity as well for myself.
How did it make you feel when you saw that TSZYU was going to fight against Jermell Charlo, who you'd fought twice before for all of the belts? Do you think he deserved to be there?
Hell no. Why? Just honestly, like why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who? You know what I mean? Like, what ranking did he even go down, or what contender, or what top 5, what top 10 did he fight to get there? Like, no, why? You know what I mean? But like I
What
said,
could
like,
I possibly have done, but man?
Huh?
I've beaten everyone that's put in front of me.
Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. Amen to promotion. Amen to management. Amen. Amen. You done your job as a fighter. But as the sanctioning bodies, as the guys at the top of the top, why is Tim, no, why is he next up? Come on, play. Yeah,
So you
come
think
on.
I shouldn't deserve to fight for a world
That's
title?
exactly what I'm saying.
For a world title.
No. For all of them. I didn't
That's the
think
thing.
I didn't think you should have been next up to fight for all the belts.
Then
Like,
who in your opinion?
I mean, you could have named a bunch of guys. You got guys like Fandora that done fought everybody. You got guys probably number 2, number 3, you know what I mean? Like, Tim, I feel like has fought and beat everybody that they told him to beat. You know what I mean? But he hasn't crossed the pond to beat guys like me and guys like us and guys from America that really possess the talent structures to give him problems. He hasn't faced those guys to be next up to fight for everything. Come on, man. That's a last name thing.
Nah, man, it can't be a last name thing.
Why not?
I've fought 21 opponents and I've gotten rid of all of
Okay,
them.
Tim, amen to that. You,
Yeah.
like I said, your management matched you up with good guys. You beat them. Tell me who you beat top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10.
In the rankings,
Who?
all, my last 4 fights have been all top 10.
Top 10?
Top 10.
In what way?
In each ranking that I've fought. That's the best possible opponents that I've had.
My thing is when it comes down to fighting guys on the other side of the pond that are guys that are extremely talented and extremely tough, right? The Herds, the Fondoras, the Lubins, the J-Rocks, the pool is deep. It's deep. He hasn't fought not one.
So
And
he's
he's
had.
next up for everything. Come on, y'all. Come on, man.
So Tim Tszyu's never had one win that you've been impressed by.
Terrell Goucher. I'm impressed. I was more impressed that he got off the ground in round 1 and took over. I was impressed. I'm impressed. I'm watching him and I watch him get up and I watch him climb up and I watch him compete. Every round after that, I'm impressed. But guess what? The moment he crossed the pond and fight somebody from America, that's what happened. But I was impressed though, right? But it happened when he crossed over. Why not keep letting him cross over to keep facing the talent structure that's over there? You know what I mean? Why is he next up to fight for all the belts though? That don't even make sense.
Do you think he even deserves to be in with you as a former world champion and someone who's done what you've done in the sport?
I think a fight with me makes more sense than a fight with Jamil. I think a fight with me, like, you have to show us why you deserve that, right? You have to beat somebody. You have to compete against people like me, people like us, to show us why you deserve to fight for that number 1 spot. Like, you fighting for all the belts, every single belt. You know how hard it was for me. This is my third one. This is my 3rd title shot. It was hard. I had to fight guys like her. I had to fight guys like, you know what I mean, like Jamil twice. Like, it was rough. You know what I mean? I didn't get, like, how? Like how? Whoever I got to pay, I would have paid him. Shoot, who I had to pay. Like, come on, man, for me to skip the line like he just did, he skipped. He skipped, bro.
Look, 21 fights in, man. I've fought everyone that I could have.
I agree with you, brother. I agree. And listen to me, you have probably one of the best managers there is in boxing. And
It's not just management, man. It's being able to.
But it's got
get rid of-
management. It's all management. It's all management, though,
It's
brother.
about getting rid of whoever is put in front of you.
But management had to match you up with like that, right? Management had to match you up like that, and management had to speak up for you for whatever WBO, whatever ranking you are number 1 in. Management had to talk for you. Management had to speak up. Management did a great job with you, brother. Like, and then I'm not knocking no skill. No skill is involved with that. Management made that happen for you. Management did a good fucking job with that.
I made it happen.
No, you won the fights. Management made it happen for you. You
But
won
if
the
you
fights.
don't win the fights, none of this is possible.
Amen.
None
But
of
listen
this
to
is
me, the
possible.
people that you beat, come on. I could have tore my Achilles and beat those guys,
You just
man.
said Terrell Goucher,
No,
man.
no, Terrell. You get all. That was a great win for you, brother. That's a great win. That's the only win I give you credit for, though.
Right.
The only one I give you credit for, but that's a great win, though.
Yeah.
I give you credit for that. You climbed up, but guess what? You know what happened when you faced adversity. You got up and you had to face the adversity. You had not faced the adversity before that. You faced adversity, you won that. Kudos to you.
Got
You
the
deserved
W.
that fight. That was a
Yeah.
good fight. That was a good win. That's a good win for you.
Tim, how does it feel, not that he's an opponent saying what he's saying, but that he's someone of his standing in global boxing saying that you don't deserve to be here?
Look, I couldn't care less what Tony thinks, in all honesty. For me, I can only do what's put in front of me. And 21 times, whoever's been put in front of me, I just take them out. And that's it, man. It's quite simple. And I'm lucky now to have such a name of Harrison to present me that next challenge and boost my career, because if I beat Harrison, then do I deserve the shot? Your opinion?
You don't deserve a shot because you're not gonna beat Harrison.
When I beat Harrison.
No, you're not gonna be here.
but
That's
when?
why you. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen, my brother.
That's
But like I said, I'm here,
feeling.
and like I said, like 21 fights, 21 wins. They got him riding high. They got him riding. He sailed there. He took the elevator. Me, I had to climb. He took the elevator, brother. And I'm gonna show you why it's levels, brother. It's levels. Everything that he did before, all that, the hoorah and the blah blahs and him just killing everything walking. When you get to that level and you start fighting guys that's just as competitive and just as skilled and more skilled, you can't do that no more. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. But listen to me, the same destination, the same ending that he want, I want. So guess what? It worked for both of us. This fight right here works for us. That's why I said this it's perfect for the both of us. Not just me, not just him. It's for the both of us.
Why did you choose Tony Harrison for this fight?
He's the next in line, man. He's the next man. He's the one that beat Charlo. And you know, as they all say, I don't deserve this shot. By beating someone like that, that just cements you as the next top contender.
What annoys you more? Is it them saying you don't deserve to be here because of who you've beaten or haven't beaten, or
Look,
them saying
I
that it's your surname?
understand fighting for 4 belts is the Super Bowl. It's the
Thank you.
I understand.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. You ain't even made the playoffs yet. How the fuck you end up in the Super Bowl?
And I had the opportunity to fight for this belt, for all the belts, even though I was ranked as for the mandatory. I understand all of that, but I as a warrior I am, and I welcomed the challenge with both hands, and I wanted to challenge myself. That's the fights I want.
Love
You
it.
come into this sport for one particular reason. That's to fight the very best, to fight for a shitload of money, and to fight for all the belts. So I'm trying to tick every box on that list.
You've told us you admire his courage in taking this fight,
Easy.
but what about his skills? Tell us about TSZYU the fighter. What have you seen?
Well, like I said, Tim, like when it comes down to skill, you don't need to be the most skilled, right, to win fights, right? Like sometimes, like you gotta have other attributes that help him win the fights. He's a tough guy, man. He's a tough guy. He's a tough little cookie. You know what I mean? Like passed down from his father, he's a tough cookie. You know what I mean? So he don't have to have the most skill. Skill level is totally beneath me. Totally. Like 100,000, totally beneath me. But do he carry other attributes that might be a little tougher than mine? Toughness and pace and you know, stuff like that? Yeah. You know, he can win fights like that. Will it be enough to win this fight? It won't. It's not. It's not. Like you gotta have everything. Like once you get to those championships, like you gotta have more than just toughness and punching ability to punch many times you can punch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just comes with a little more. You know what I mean? Like you gotta come with it. You gotta dig in your bag. He ain't never had to dig in the bag. He don't have a bag to dig in because he never had to dig in one. This time he gotta dig. He gotta dig in that bag and find that. He ain't never been in those fights to find it. What's in here? What's in my? He gotta find that though this time. He gotta find it.
He said quite a bit there, but part of it was
Yeah.
that you don't have the skill to match him. But he's also said that he thinks you're a tougher fighter than
Look,
than
boxing's
he is.
boxing's a lot of things.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
I-
Like I said, it ain't about skill all the time.
My opinion was that Harrison beat Charlo, and he's a more skillful boxer than Charlo. I even think he's a more skillful boxer than Hurd, you know. But as you know, boxing isn't just one thing.
Amen.
It's a range of things.
So do you agree with
But I think he's underestimating my skills.
Right.
I really do. I really think that he's really underestimating it.
In what level?
In every level, man. If you think that I'm just a basic fighter, it really isn't like that. I think in Australia we have that persona of just being tough, but I don't feel like I'm just a tough fighter, man. If I need to dig deep, I feel like I got it. I got that.
The persona is exactly right. The persona is Australians are tough, right? That is the persona. But he showed me nothing other than toughness when I see him fight. You know what I mean?
100%.
So he lives up to the same persona of Australians. You know what I mean? So if that's the persona that he like, oh, Australians are tough, he shows me nothing else but being tough. That's the persona that if that's the persona that everybody has for Australians, he shows me nothing other than being an Australian fighter.
Shock.
a shock coming? Or
If he's underestimating my skills and thinks that I'm just toughness, then yeah, there's going to be a bit of a shock.
have you heard this stuff before?
Yeah, every opponent actually. So it's nothing different to me, nothing new.
Does it annoy you though that he's saying it?
Nah, man. None of this is annoying.
Do you think he believes it? Is there a
Yeah,
part
he
of him
does.
playing the
Yeah.
game? Or?
No, he believes that. In all honesty, I do agree with certain things. Like, I have been just showing my toughness. Every fight's different, man. You know, you can fight like this against an opponent, like this against an opponent. I've been fighting just tough opponents, man. So for me, I just have to just walk through them. This is a skillful boxer in front of me, which I haven't been able to show. And you know, I get the opportunity to show my skills in front of a skillful opponent.
Ben, you know what? When I did my interview with you in New York, I said I liked you, right? I don't know who I like more. I really don't understand who I like more between you two guys. You know, in all honesty, like when I hear Tim talk, like he's more realistic with himself than any other opponent probably would. Like they will probably get mad at me for the stuff that I'm saying, but it's real. What I'm saying is realistic. It's not like I'm far-fetched for what I'm saying. It's not like I'm far-fetched for saying he jumped the boat to get to fight for every belt. It's not like I'm realistic for saying he shows us nothing but toughness. Like I'm realistic with everything I'm talking about. Like I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. Like a lot of people think that I'm just talking out the side of my neck, but I'm not. Like I'm realistic with everything I say. It's calculated because I'm realistic with it. You know what I mean? And I understand that he's balls to the wall. He has nothing to lose. But once again, all the pressure's on him. I've been there. The pressure's, my family, this whole stadium is for him. I'm just coming to dump the party. I'm coming to the police kicking in and saying, everybody get out. This party shouldn't be going on around here, baby. I'm just raiding the party. This ain't for me. This party is to show Tim how good Tim is.
This could be your party though.
I'm about to
because
kick the dough in.
You want to fight Charlo again, and if you lose here, that's not good for your career.
Amen. Amen.
So isn't there pressure on you as well?
No pressure on me. No pressure on me. I got my flip-flops on, man. Ain't no pressure on me. This is fun for me. Fighting is fun for me. Fighting is extremely fun. I've been fighting my whole life, brother. From Detroit, fighting is fun for me. This ain't no pressure for me. It's pressure for him. We want to see what he about. I want to see what he about. Just as competitive as he is, I'm probably 10 times more competitive.
Nah, I disagree.
10 times.
Disagree.
We can go play basketball, rugby, anything.
Oh man.
Everything.
I got him in basketball.
Boy,
I'm telling you, man.
I like this guy. I like this guy, man. Listen to me, man.
You choose the sport, bro. I'll do it, man.
Oh my God.
Boxing
I like
first,
this
and
guy.
then we'll
like this
choose the sport
I like
after.
this guy. I like this guy, but first things first, he gonna understand why I beat the man that's the man. He's gonna see why I beat the man that is the guy.
And why did you beat him?
I'm better. I'm smarter. I'm quick. I'm reactive. I come from the tutelage of the best. Ali, Emmanuel Stewart, Detroit. I've sparred the best. And that's part of my preparation. Part of my preparation was always getting there by fighting the best. I was 17 years old, 16 years old. I sparred Andy Lee, Adonis Stevenson, Kermit Cintron, Luis Collazo, Kanan Bundage, Chad Dawson. I was a pup. It's nothing he can do that I ain't seen. I spar guys, man, that's tough. There's nothing he can do to me that haven't. It's no way for him to spar a guy that can mimic me. It's no way. I can go down to any city, any state, in any country. I can find a guy that can mimic him. That's what I mean by average. That's what I mean by basic. You can't mimic me. I'm one of a kind. I'm a diamond in the rough.
Can they mimic you? Because he seems very confident. He knows exactly what you're going to do.
Look, Sunday night, we'll see. I want to hear him talk after the fight.
Do you like him saying that he thinks you're tougher than him? That he doesn't want to try and out-tough you because he knows where you're coming from there?
No. He can say whatever he wants, man. Really, he can say whatever he wants.
Is there any extra point to prove to him or to America or to anyone in this fight? Do you have to show them for yourself what you are?
I think it's just letting the world know who I am. And this is the best opportunity I got. In the biggest stage of them all, against a worthy opponent.
It was a fair bit motivating him.
I needed to motivate him. I needed to wake up the management. I needed to wake everybody up around him. I wasn't just trying to wake him up. I need to wake everybody up. So when I'm speaking to TSZYU's team. Everybody goes to run tread. Everybody hit the treadmill after I talk. The managers, everybody hit the treadmill. Because I'm talking, but I'm walking. I'm here. I took a 24-hour flight to get here. You know what I mean? So everything that I do is to spice him up. And he understands as a competitor that what I say, I believe. I believe it. I don't just say it. He understands when it comes out of my mouth, like, no, this guy really believes what he's talking about. I believe it. I ain't just talking. I believe it. So I need to wake everybody up around him. Let's figure this stuff out with this man. We got to figure it out.
Why do we have to figure it out?
Because what do we got on our hands? We don't know. We don't know. The moment he fought somebody that stepped up a little bit for him, he got knocked down. He came back and he showed championship resilience. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent gladiator. Excellent. But what's next? All the belts?
Don't worry about the belts, man. It's me and you now.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right.
There's nothing else.
And I flew over here for that. That's right.
You've been full of praise for TSZYU in where they've got Tim to, that he is about to fight for all of the belts if he gets past you.
No,
but,
no, don't even stop that.
No ifs?
No ifs.
Okay. Were that to happen. But clearly you think they're making a big mistake. Do you want to say something to Tim and to TSZYU? Can they get out of this? Do you let them out?
Now. They can't be. We sitting down with Ben now. It's a little too far. It's a little too far down the depth chart now. We sitting down with Ben. What are you gonna do now? Break a toe? No, ain't nothing that can happen now. We got here, man. But listen to me. He got a great team behind him. Great. They just need a little bit of adjusting. I just need to take the ratchet and I need to just screw him a little bit tighter sometimes. Because there's no way Tony's supposed to be sitting here right now, Ben. No way. No way, Ben. Come on, man. We right there at the door. We gonna wait this out. Why? 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 We at the door. No matter what would have happened when we was at the door. We at the door. Just to compete for all those belts, you could have got any fight. You could have came and fought me back behind that. You could have fought anybody behind that because you just a world champ. From there, he's labeled as a world championship contender. From that point on, he could have fought me. He could have fought anybody and still made the bag. It's still been the best name. Why mess that up? Come on, HR, talk to me.
He's been saying this a lot. The question mark: why is he here? Why is this happening? You've said you want to fight the man who beat Charlo. Is that all? Is there any more to this? Can you explain to Tony Harrison?
This is the fight I want. This is the fight I want, man.
I like him.
This is the next challenge I want, because it will cement me as the next man in line, beating Harrison.
I like him. I like him a lot.
What happens after this fight, Tony? You've asked if Tim will show you around.
And listen to me, man. And this is all this. Like, I like Tim. Like, Tim is like he's one of the fair athletes that I can say I like. This guy is a true gentleman and genuine love for the sport is taking over his attitude to even talk shit, to even wrinkle any feather. He's just all about boxing. He's fairness is communicatively is all about boxing. Like, I like him. I like this guy. Like, come to Detroit, I'll show you around. You know, come to America and we can link up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this guy. It's not, but right now it's strictly boxing. It's strictly all about boxing. I'm gonna kick his ass, but it's strictly about boxing. And I'm gonna like this guy after we finish fighting. I'm gonna like him. He's just a genuinely good guy. They raised a good, like, whoever raised him, they raised a good little man. They raised a good guy. I like him.
Clearly, he likes you. Do you like Tony Harrison?
Look, I've got no dislike towards this man. You know, it's a competitive nature in me, competitive nature in him. It's quite simple. He's got where I want to go, and he wants to go where I want to go. It's quite simple. So right now, it's fighter mode for me. I have to get rid of him, dispose, and after the fight, we can shake each other's hands and have respect.
That's gonna happen. But until then, I do. I'm not walking down the aisle, baby. I do. Cause you need me like I need you. I do. I do. I'm walking down the aisle and say, guess what? I do. When they called me and said, would you fight Tim? I said, I do. I do. Yes. Right now. Take me to the house. We ain't gotta wait. Take me there.
We're going.
I do.
We're going. Just wait. We're not long left now.
I do.
Before we finish up here and we move into what is left of fight week, some final words for Tony Harrison, who's had so much to say today. Do you want to say anything to Tony ahead of this fight that's so important that you want?
For me, I want to give you a shock, and I respect you as an opponent for coming a long way, and yeah, hope you're enjoying Australia.
And some words, if you've got any left, for TSZYU.
Timothy. Timothy.
It's not my name.
I told you, Timothy. I know Timothy's not his name, but for me to call somebody Tim is like his nickname. That means I would know him more. That's my boy. He ain't my boy yet. You know what I'm saying? So
it's my full name, bro. Tim.
Yeah. Timothy. So enjoy the fight. Thank you for having me. Thank you for sending me love with open arms. Thank you for being the man in Australia. Thank you for accepting this fight. Thank you for showing the love to the 154-pound division and showing us why that division is the best, because we got guys like you willing to take on challenges like me and anybody else that's walking through the door. So come Sunday night, show us. Don't shock us, show us.
Will do.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Cannot wait for this fight. It is TSZYU against Tony Harrison. You'll see it on Main Event.